Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Friday edition of Proline. Dave Cokin and Jim Feist coming your way with a look at something that'll be going on tonight. Got a free play out there for you on one of the basketball games on the schedule, and tell you that we've got some good stuff available as well. I've got an NBA game tonight. Jim, I've had winners the last 2 nights. My best bets on the NC Greensboro on Wednesday and Northeastern last night. And tonight, one in the NBA on the Nets-Bucks matchup. And you can get it right now at JimFeist.com. How about you?
Well, you know, we have NBA up there all the time. Tonight I have one play in college hoops. I had 3 last night, and I had 4 last night, and I won 3 of them, which isn't too bad. And I've had a pretty good week, knock on wood. And, of course, we got some early stuff on the Super Bowl. I have 2 plays up for the Super Bowl right now. And we did have a big bet come in on the Super Bowl. Somebody came in and bet a couple $1 million on the Eagles. I think it was 2 days ago. And it definitely jacked the line down a little bit on the Eagles. So it's been 4.5 and 5 out there pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to go up next week. It's never going to get up to 7 or anything like that, but it's going to go up next week. Once the Gronkowski, assuming Gronkowski gets cleared to play, that line will start to creep up.
Well, the average fan is going to bet New England. There's no question about that. But the Sharps seem to be steadfast in their support of the underdog. So it's going to be a little bit of a battle between the pros and the Joes.
I don't know. I'm not sure it is. I'm hearing, it varies from book to book. Some of the guys I've talked to think that the Sharps are waiting for the number to bottom out. They're going to come in on New England. So, that's the thing about the Super Bowl is there's rarely a real sharp or square side, and I think it's going to be the case here. I think in New England, because it's not like all the pros are going to be on one side of a game like this, and I think the numbers guys like Philadelphia. I'm not sure that everybody else does, and I think you're going to see some sharp New England money soon. So that's the thing about the Super Bowl. You don't handicap this like any other game.
You know, Dave, if somebody really liked New England to win the Super Bowl, it's hard for me to imagine that they wouldn't have done what you and I did last week. They got a 7 to 9 point favorite playing at home against the Jacksonville team that basically had no experience in the pressure games. Now, I'm not talking, the game was close, so, but before the game, you look at it and say, well, New England should win this game, and they're going to go to the Super Bowl, and they'll be much bigger favorite than they are right now, which the price last week was 105 to 120. Why the hell would you wait to bet now if you were going to bet New England to win the Super Bowl? Should have bet it last week.
No question about it.
But maybe not.
I'm glad I did.
Not everybody, I guess, was looking ahead. Sometimes you just don't think about that. But okay, well, we got some college games coming up this weekend. College hoops. They got the big horse race down in South Florida, and Hank Goldberg's got his horses up on the site. And JimFeist.com, VegasSportsMasters.com. But there's some huge college basketball games tomorrow. The Kentucky-West Virginia game is huge.
Yeah, they really are. That's an interesting game because, West Virginia's going to throw the pressure defense at Kentucky, and we'll see how Kentucky responds. They've been a team that has some turnover issues at times this year, but if you can beat that press, then you can get easy looks. And Kentucky's a team that wants to get the ball inside. They don't shoot free much. So it's going to be a battle of tactics in that one. Personally, I think West Virginia might have a bit of an edge, but I don't know if I'll be playing them or not.
Well, a lot of people think West Virginia is a team that's going to be in the Final Four. At least,
I don't. I don't think they're up as good enough.
That's possible.
I think they're too reliant on one style of play, and that to me is not a team that will make that deep a run. They're going to be a tough team to get out, obviously, but that's just my view on it.
The one thing I can say about West Virginia's style is you almost don't run into that throughout the year. And if you don't face that team a couple of times, you really could get thrown off your game playing against that style. It's a full court press, constant pressure, and you don't run into too many teams that do that. So you get into that one and done scenario in the tournament, and you're running up against teams that haven't seen it or haven't played against it, and it gives them a big advantage. So you don't know. No, they're not a very good shooting team, but
Don't create offense.
they definitely do. Yeah.
Their offense is based on their defense. So if their defense isn't getting the job done in terms of forcing turnovers or bad shots, they don't get to transition. Their half-court offense is no good. And to me, you have to play half-court offense some tournament time to make a deep run. I just don't see that as a strength for them.
Well, now two teams that do play, well, at least one of them, half-court offense is Virginia and Duke, and they're playing tomorrow, a big conference game.
Yeah.
I mean, who plays better controlled basketball than Virginia does?
Well, and I'll tell you what, they can shoot the ball this year, too. This might be his best team. And the funny thing is, I don't think the thought was that it was going to be one of his best teams. They thought that it would be good. But this might end up being the best team that it's had yet. They played a great pack line defense, but they did not down some shots. And I'm really fascinated to watch this game tomorrow against Duke. This should be a real good game.
Absolutely. And the guy that gets a lot of press this year, Oklahoma has a really good player on that team, and they're going on the road tomorrow, non-conference game, Oklahoma at Alabama, and Alabama is not a team that you can take lightly, especially when they play at home.
No, it's going to be a heck of a battle. This kid in Oklahoma is absolutely amazing, I would think I can't see how he's not going to be the first overall draft pick.
What do you think of the point guard for Villanova, who's also, I can't remember his name right now. I've watched him play a dozen times, but right now his name is escaping me. He's really, really a great player. I think he was at Villanova and he transferred. He was at Temple and transferred over to Villanova. You know,
Villanova is just loaded. I mean, you can't find, I think Villanova is the best team out there. And there's no weaknesses on the basketball team. I've got them as my number one team in power ratings. And the guy you're talking about, Jalen Brunson.
Right.
I'll tell you what, Bridges is right there with him. I mean, they got two great players in that team. But Brunson he's just an amazing player. There's not much he can't do. I mean, he's shooting almost 50% on threes. He's a great distributor. He's definitely got to be one of the. It's tough to say. Trey Young's the player of the year right now, and I think Landale, the kid from St. Mary's, going to get a lot of attention as well. But Brunson's in the mix. He's got a shot at player of the year.
Yeah, I watched.
The funny thing is, that's the thing on Villanova, Jim. They've got two guys who are in the player of the year conversation. You don't see that often on one team.
No, and they got a head coach that knows how to get it done too. A very dangerous team, no question. That's a very, very dangerous team. It's going to be a good Saturday. How about that Penn State upset Ohio State last night?
Well, Penn State got a guy who's really important to that team back last night. He had eligibility issues. They finally got him back, and I think there was a big emotional lift for him. And Ohio State, I'm not going to say that. Well, yeah, I guess I'll have to say I think Ohio State's been a little overrated. I just don't think they're just quite this good. But that was just an enormous deal for Penn State, and I'm blanking on the guy's name. But I just can't think of the kid's name. He became eligible last night, and that was really huge for that basketball team. Now I got to look it up.
I know what you mean.
Reed, Chuck Reed. He only played 11 minutes last night, but in the 11 minutes, 10 points, and he had 3 boards as well. Josh Reed is just really important to that team. And, but they still almost blew the game. Tony Carr bailed them out at 3 at the horn. They've been ahead the whole ball game. Penn State's going to be a better team than they've been with Josh Reed back on the floor.
No question. One of the teams in the SEC that has played really well this year is Auburn. And, they bumped their toe a little bit the other night, but they have had a good year. And they're playing tomorrow. They're hosting LSU. And, of course, Oregon State tomorrow. There's a lot of good games for it. Virginia Tech, Notre Dame is a good game.
Well, it was on Saturday. But the bad news is that there's so many games it takes forever to go through them. And it's our most difficult day as handicappers because, you just have to sift through so many games and make sure you don't walk into some bad information. And there's a lot of work to be done. So my Friday nights are not party nights for me. Let's put it that way.
I start out with a big card like this. I start with my basic numbers, and if I don't have an edge in some of my basic numbers, I don't even look into the game any further than that because you just can't look at all these games in one day. It's just not possible. On the card, number 515 is the first game. That's the rotation number, and the last game is number 718. So you've got 200 teams. It's that's a lot of work. So I'm getting.
Boy, you're not kidding. Well,
and I'm going to start. I'll be starting right now looking at them.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm done working on tonight's stuff. I actually am going to add one college game tonight shortly. Let me give you a free play. This won't be on my card today, but it's the strongest lean I have, and that's the Oakland West Northern Kentucky game. Northern Kentucky won the first time around. They were down 12 at the half, but they start Oakland in the second half, which was good for me because I had Northern Kentucky in that game. Greg Campy, the Oakland coach, last 3 years in the conference revenge games, 7-1. And that's straight up.
Wow.
So he is able to make adjustments the second time around. He's very good. And I think Oakland will make some adjustments tonight. They got murdered in the glass in that first game, and that was the difference. They just got outworked in the game by Northern Kentucky, if you ask me. And again, I was happy with that result, but I saw an Oakland team that I think could have won that basketball game if they'd have played a little smarter, a little more determination. In a revenge spot, I think they will. This should be a real good ball game tonight. You're getting 7 with Oakland, and I would lead with Oakland. Again, it didn't make my card, but it's the next game. If I were going to stretch one more game, it'd be Oakland. Now, the game that I do like, the game I like the most tonight is in the NBA. That's on the website right now, and I am going to add a college game that I think is worth playing, and I'll have that up probably in about 20 minutes. Jim, what have you got tonight?
Well, I got one college game up online. I've got 2 plays on the Super Bowl already, and I will have a bunch of stuff for tomorrow. So I'd suggest you go to JimFeist.com, VegasSportsMasters.com, get Dave's plays, my plays. Make sure you get Hank's horses in the big Pegasus Stakes tomorrow at Gulfstream. Richest horse race in the world, $16 million, 60%, $9.5 million to the winner. It's going to be a great race, and you want to watch that and all the college basketball games that Dave and I are going to have up as well. So thank you, Dave. Good day, good weekend, and we'll talk to you Monday.
Sounds good, kid. See you later.